sitting on the floor, doing a live stream for the fans, going nuts. I haven't bought any coffee yet, so bear with me. That's right. It's 4:16 in the morning. 4:16 in the morning. And I'm very tired. But I promised you guys I would do a live stream when I got home. So here I am. All right, guys. What's up? Fears, audience fears. Lots to talk about. Let me just open up the chat. Let's get going. Well, it's good to be home. It is good to be home. As much as I love going to visit my family, it is good to return home. Sadly, it was not for, something good. As you guys know, my grandmother passed away.
What's up? Fear.
So, it was for something bad. But I will say it was good to see my family. So for everybody that doesn't know, my grandma was extremely ill. She was about to turn 89 years old. So she almost made it, but unfortunately she did not make it. But I mean, my grandma is was a very strong lady, but her body just started breaking down. So anyway, so Veers stayed there. I got there last Saturday. So I spent Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday was the funeral. Thursday, flew back Friday, and finally got home about literally like 10 minutes ago. So I get Saturday off, then Sunday off, and then back to work. So there it is. On Monday. So tomorrow, I'm going to be going to, that's right, Disney. It's 4 a.m. though, so I have to get a shower. I have to do a quick live stream. I need to get something to eat, take a shower, go to Betty Buys, because I have to be up at like 9 or 10 to get there right when the park opens. I got a full day of vlogging. That's right. Anything for the vlog, you guys. Anything for the vlog. Anyway, there's one person watching. What is up? So if that one person in the chat wants to say hello, and I'm going to call my friend Larry. I told him that I would call him, let him know that I'm live. It could be Larry in the chat, but let's see if Larry is still awake. Let's see. So I'm going to get into everything. I should have been home hours ago, but for some reason, I got out. I got to the airport at 12:19 when I was supposed to get in, right? I was supposed to get in around 12:19, 12:20. Usually it takes 15 minutes to get your bags. They made us wait not 1 hour, 2 hours for our bags. What in the hell is going on with these people at the airport? Fears had one carry-on bag and one suitcase. It's not rocket science. Anyway, I had to wait 2.5 hours. So that is the bad news, guys. Oh my God, it was terrible. It was terrible. But I finally got my bag. Finally got home. I don't know if probably everyone's gonna watch this live stream tomorrow, because it's pretty late. It's pretty late. Let's go. Let's see if he responds. He may have already went to bed. I don't know. Larry, hello. Hello. I think he already went to bed. Larry!
Yo,
I thought you went to bed, my friend.
what's up, man?
I finally got home, man. Are you watching the stream?
Nope, I didn't know you streaming yet. I didn't know you was home.
Yep, I just went live, buddy. So get on get on YouTube and watch the live. But for a while, I'm going to talk to you. So we got 2 people watching. So you're watching and now somebody else. Or it could be 2 other people. But I finally got home. But yeah, man, I would have been home hours ago. I got in at 12:19. And normally it takes anyone 10 to 15 minutes to get their bag. They made us wait 2.5 hours. And they didn't even tell us why we had to wait 2.5 hours. Is that not ridiculous?
Damn, I told him 2 hours in the Discord. It was 2.5. Whew.
It was insane.
That's crazy.
2.5 hours. So 2 hours and 30 minutes. So if I would have gotten my bags like after 10, 15 minutes, I would have been home probably by 1:30. Probably.
Yeah.
And then
that's crazy. But why did they say it was?
They did not tell us.
What was the holdup?
They did not tell us what the holdup was. I have no clue. I have no idea. And people kept asking, and they're like, "We don't know. There's something wrong in the back." That's all that they would tell us. And I was just, oh man, I was getting frustrated. But
can you say what airline it is now? Since you're not on it now, was it?
No, I'm not gonna. Well, it wasn't the airline's fault. It was the airport's fault. You know, so it was it was no airline. The actual flight was nice. The flight was wonderful. It was just when I got to the airport, you know, those machines that, you know, produce your bag, they kept breaking down, and then they had tons of flights backed up. I don't know what the hell was going on. So I presume it was a mixture of those 2 things, but no one could actually tell us why, you know?
Huh.
No, I never got.
So everybody was waiting on it, huh?
Oh yeah, everybody on my flight had to wait 2 hours. Like, people kept asking, "Did you get your bag yet?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm waiting just like you." And I'm beyond tired. I almost didn't do the live stream, but I was like, nope, I promised the fans. So I'm like, I don't know if anyone else will be up besides Larry, but god damn it, I said I'm doing a stream.
Oh yeah, well you got some late night people up in there, West Coast people. It's not that late, you know. So
yeah, well, we got 2 people, so it's you and somebody else. I don't know who the other person is because the other person hasn't.
I'm not watching yet, so I'll be the third when I start watching. I'm
okay.
Not watching yet.
So there'll be. But you'll probably be the only one that comments because the other 2 people haven't commented yet, and you know, people are tired, you know. So I mean, I'll let you.
Well, if you just got started, you know, they're getting warmed up.
Yeah.
It'll pick up.
So I'll let you go, man. But get on in there and start commenting, dude. I bought so much on this trip. I got a big haul right over here, buddy. Oh, I got some gems, man. When you
doing the haul now?
I'm doing the haul. Like, I'm gonna give you about 2 minutes to get here, and then I'm going to start the haul. But when you envision...
Yeah, well, I saw the T-shirt you got of Elmer's Pizza.
Emo's Pizza, man. Oh, yeah. I got it on right now. Emo's.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Did you get to eat some Emo's Pizza?
Absolutely, my friend. That's a must. That's a stipulation. Anytime I go to St. Louis, I got to sneak away for some pizza, you know? So, but no, everything went really good, man, with my grandma's funeral. Except for when those trolls try to change my grandma's obituary, like leave some stupid comments. But I called the funeral place and said, look, don't let anyone comment. I'm pretty sure it was Joey, but I'm not 100% sure. If it wasn't Joey, then it was one of his butt buddy minions, you know?
Yeah. I'm not laughing at it. I'm just laughing the way you said it.
Well, I mean, you know, Joey has no redeeming qualities, and thank God I did it under the radar. I wanted to take care of it before my aunt found out. I wanted to take care of it before my mom or anyone found out. So, I know, no family member saw what Joey or whoever wrote that because no one called me and said, hey, John, what the heck is this doing on Grandma's obituary? So I told him, I said, it's been 2 days since my grandma's funeral. Don't let anybody write any comments. Save the comments, because these are all real comments from myself, my mom, my brother, and the rest of my grandma's friends and family. But nobody else. So they said, we're just going to shut off the comments, so no one else. And they said, wow. They said, you got some pretty disgusting trolls. That's a direct quote from the funeral home. I could not believe it that whoever it was, took it that far. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When I saw it posted up there, and I was reading it, and I was like, man, this can't be real. I thought Joey's up to the same shit. I thought he just printed it up, and then I went to the obituary to actually look where I saw where you wrote something, and
Yeah, I bought.
And then I saw it on there, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah, my mom bought a tree. So what they do is they buy a tree in memory of your loved one, and then you can tell them which state park they want you to plant that tree. And so I said, I'd love for you to plant mine in my grandma's favorite park. And I'm not going to say the favorite park, because then the trolls will know that the tree's there.
Oh, they'd be wanting to chop the tree down and
exactly.
shit.
And so then my mom said, all right, John, well, they said Grandma went on many walks, so you put that tree in her first favorite park. And then my mom picked another park that my grandma went for walks and walked her dog. So my mom put that tree. So we bought 2 trees, my mom and me. My mom said something nice. I said something nice. My brother said something nice. 2 of my grandma's like closest friends that are still alive, and then whenever she stayed in the hospice, they said something, and then I think one other person. So all those are real, but anything else, it was like made up, shit.
Yeah. What is the price of a tree these days?
Well, theirs was with tax. It was $47, but my grandma's worth it.
Oh no, I didn't know. I mean, I know that's just I can remember. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, that's a nice gesture. Like I said, then that way it's always giving back.
So you could do that. You could buy a tree in her honor. You could send flowers to the family or send flowers to her grave. You could send a sympathy card to like my aunt or my mom or anyone in the family, or you could donate in her memory. Or to my dad's memory, because they linked my dad's obituary to my grandma's. And if you ever heard of the charity called Tunnels for Towers, it's basically for like...
for wounded warriors.
Yeah, it's basically for both wounded warriors, veterans that have passed on, or veterans that are still in active duty. I believe those 3.
That's a good call. That's a good cause. I'd say the tree though. If your grandma liked parks and stuff, the tree would have probably been a good choice.
So well, my grandma loved to fish and walk her dog, and she used to be really active. So I was like, buying a tree is good, but my aunt, and my mom put down at the very bottom, in memory of my grandma and in memory of my dad, John Fears. They said you can donate money to the charity Tunnel of Towers. So I know some people. I don't know who, but some people donated to that Tunnel of Towers, because my aunt told me that they did. But I'm glad that everything's over. I'm just glad that they didn't mess with the actual funeral on the actual day. At least they were respectful for that. But I don't think.
I bet they was trying, man. If they're gonna go, it sounds like they was on their way. They knew what funeral home it was, and
yeah.
I would say we got lucky, but
I got lucky, man.
I mean,
it's insane. I just can't believe that it was either him or someone or one of those trolls that would take it that far. It's just disgusting, I'm like...
Well, when we talked earlier, I was just saying, man, I was like, man, I hope when those idiots don't show up at the funeral, because I knew how mad you were, man. I thought, you're killing them. If they showed up, I thought this.
If any one of those guys would have showed up, I would have been up for murder. Or like, I've told them.
I know.
I've told them they think they're big and bad. They're cowards that sit behind their keyboard. They know where I live, Larry. I have threatened them. I've said, come up, show up to my address, and they never have, because they know what would happen if any one of those idiots showed up. I would give them an ass kicking like no other.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm glad they didn't show up, but I wouldn't put it past them,
Oh, I wouldn't put it past them. I think they're too much cowards to ever show up, either whenever I go on vacation somewhere, or too much cowards to show up at my actual front door. They would have showed up by now, and they never have. I've threatened them a couple of times, like, show up at my house. You're big, bad, and tough. Let's settle it like men. Show up at my house, and not one of them has ever had. So,
well, you just don't want them showing up 2 to 3 at a time. You know what I mean? That wouldn't be fair.
I could care less.
You can't.
I've got a metal chair in my house. I'd take them all on. I do not care.
I know you're bad, man.
I'm telling you, Larry, if I lost, at least I'd get a couple of swings in before they, kicked my ass. If 3 or 4 of them showed up, but if one of them showed up, it'd be me versus him, and I would do whatever it would take to win. I kid you not. Anyway, I am glad to be back, though. It was a good week, because now my grandma's not in pain, but it's also bad because I'm gonna miss my grandma, and I was just trying to get over my dad. Now you have to start the grieving process all over again, so it's really hard, you know. So anyway,
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna do.
Well, I was gonna tell you, I watched your fall vlog,
Yeah, what'd you think of that?
and man, I gotta tell you, dude, you gotta work on your golf game, man. If you're not gonna be ready to compete with me.
You know what? I knew you were gonna say something. I missed that shot, and I was like, "Oh man!"
Oh, you missed the comment, man. It was.
Yeah,
I'm already counting my money, bud.
I'm telling you, when I missed that shot, I'm like, "Oh man, Larry's gonna give me shit." I'm like, so I need to get some practice in before you show up in. You said late.
We might go do a little cornhole, man. That's not fair though, because you had the phone in your hand, but.
Yeah,
looked like you had pretty good form in the cornhole, but
like
it wasn't fair because
like I had
just one-handed, you know.
Yeah, I had to set the camera up, then I had my camera, and then I putted, and then I'm like, oh shit. And plus the putter was crap, you know, so I was like,
right.
So
it didn't look like a very good course. It looked a little junky, but yeah, I'm just saying, I won't feel bad if you want to go out and practice a little bit before. You got a few weeks.
Well, I'm gonna get a couple of I may do a vlog where I may do a live stream where I get some practice in. But when are you coming? Are you coming late February or early February?
Middle February.
Okay, good, because my friend Eric, he's coming with his family. And my buddy Eric's sister, she's came to Disney World before, but she's got some kids, and I don't think her kids have ever been to Disney World. So he said, hey, Fears, me, my sister's kids, my mom, my mom's husband, we're all coming. He said, one day I want you and me to, like, go eat lunch, and then we're going to go to, Eric's never been to the Hulk Hogan, like, shop, the beach shop down in Orlando. Like, I've done a couple of vlogs there. I said, oh yeah, we can go down there one day. And he's like, well, I want to do that, and come and hang out with you, and we'll have lunch after we go to after the store. He goes, then, he goes, another day while my family's here, he goes, you got a season pass, you should come to the park with me and my whole family. And I was like, oh, dude, I said, that'd be great. I don't know if I'll vlog that day, because they don't really like being on camera, but I said, I'll definitely show up. I said, let me know what days you're coming. I think they're coming either the beginning or at the end of February, so I'm going to have to find out. But so it's good that you're in the middle, so I won't miss it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that'll be good.
So
man.
February is already starting to look pretty busy for me, you know. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna jump off, and I'm gonna, because fans are already starting to talk in the chat, and I'm gonna get back to them. And you get in there, all right?
That's good. I'm gonna get on there. I'll be in the chat too. Yeah. So if you can give me like just a minute or two, so I can sign on and before you start the haul.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show everybody a haul in about a minute or two. So I'm gonna let you hop off here and get in that stream, because I'm gonna.
Yeah. Just give me a couple minutes. I don't want to miss nothing.
No problem, buddy. Because I'm gonna do this haul real quick, and then I'm gonna call it an early night. And
what's the schedule for tomorrow night? Why I got you on here?
Well, tomorrow, which is today, because I was supposed to get here home early. Today, Saturday, I'm going to sleep for a couple hours, and then I got to be at the Disney World Park. I'm having lunch at the Grand Floridian at around 12:30. So I'm not going to tell the actual reservation, because then they'll fucking call and cancel and shit. So let's just say it's 12:30. It's in the afternoon, so I'm gonna have lunch.
Right? Yeah. You don't need to get those details like that after what they did with that.
Exactly.
We don't need no Disney drama.
That's why I gave it a fake, it's at 12, even though it's not at 12. It's in the afternoon sometimes. I'm going to have lunch, and then I'm going to ride a couple rides that I've never done on camera, and then I'm going to have dinner at another restaurant that I've never done. So it's going to be a quick little vlog. Because I haven't.
So you think you'll do a live stream when you get back? Give us a quick rundown.
It's gonna be a late live stream when I get back. A very late live stream. I'd say 11.
Okay, man.
I'd say 11 tomorrow night, or maybe 12. And then once that live stream's done, I'm gonna go to bed. And then on Sunday, I've got church in the morning, and then that's it. And then I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna edit while I eat my lunch on Sunday, and then just chill for the rest of Sunday. And then I got work on Monday morning at 4 a.m. So that's the schedule for the next couple of days, my friend. But I'm glad to be back.
Well, if I got the weekend off, so if you need me to come on stream or something, just let me know.
Oh, I definitely will. So
okay, bud. I'm gonna check out the hall.
All right, later, buddy. All
Have
right.
a good evening, good morning, whatever it is.
I know. It's I'm losing sleep here. Anyway, I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Hey, the life of a YouTuber, man. You know what I mean? That
I hear you.
You got to do it. You got to pull through it.
I hear you. Listen, I can't let the fans down. I understand. I got you.
Right.
All right.
The life of a YouTuber.
All right. I'll see you
later.
I'll see you, buddy. Larry's a great guy. Larry is a really nice guy. Just like Visions, Larry's a cool guy. Anyway, big shout out to the fans in the chat. Wow, I have the most amazing fans ever. It's almost 5 in the goddamn morning, and you guys are coming out and chatting, so I appreciate that. So yeah. All right, well, let's start at the very beginning, because I wasn't ignoring you guys. Dan Aykroyd, one of my favorite Ghostbusters, says, I've written many books about the importance of waking up before 5 a.m. and going to bed before 10 p.m. I'm happy to be here supporting the Fears vlogs. Well, I haven't went to bed yet. I've been traveling all day, my friend, but I appreciate you showing up and showing support. But yeah, the Swedish Traveler, good evening, good morning. Good morning, yeah. Not good evening, but good morning. Beer Man says, what up, Fears, what up? I would crack a beer, but that's going to be tomorrow night after Disney. I may have a little sippy right after I get done vlogging all day. So come to that stream tomorrow night. Maybe I'll get drunk. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just get buzzed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yo, Richie, what's up? Chug it down, Fierce. Well, there's actually no booze in this. It's just a Gatorade that I bought at the airport. So it's just Gatorade. Just Gatorade. I could put some booze in the Gatorade if you guys want me to, but you know, I'm not an alcoholic and drink at 5 in the morning. So there it is. Dan Aykroyd says, John Fears, so long, Mr. Tate. Who the hell is Mr. Tate? I don't know what the hell you're on about. Mr. Tate. Who the fuck is that? Wake up, Fears boy. I mean, I'm trying to. I mean, I'm pretty tired. It's 4:38 in the morning. So there it is. Yo, Chicken Wizard, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. It's been quite a while since I've seen your awesome face in the chat. Chicken Wizard, bear with me. I still haven't uploaded our vlog together yet. Fears is so fucking behind. Oh, my God. Blowing my brains out. But I apologize, Chicken Wizard. It will be up. Hang in there, buddy. Have faith. It's coming. Chicken Wizard I met at Toy Man Toy Show. Really cool fucking dude. Proud to say that Chicken Wizard is not only a fan, but he's a friend now, too. So, big shout out to Chicken Wizard. See, I will be available to make an appearance during your drinking stream as long as it's a bottle of Crystal Skull vodka. I mean, would it be anything else, Mr. Aykroyd? You made my favorite alcohol, so I may have a little sippy tomorrow, so you never know. I never said that I will. I said I might. So there it is. Larry says, hey, chicken, it's haul time. Oh, yeah, I got a major Missouri haul right over here. Right over here. So, yeah. Another Tate who got arrested in Romania. I don't know what the fuck you're on about, Swedish Traveler. You're going to have to give me some context, because I have no idea what the hell you're on about. Tate is Larry's last name. Oh, that's right, fucking Larry Tate. I was like, who the fuck is Tate? I was like, I don't know what the hell you're on about. And I was being cordial by adding, oh, okay, I got you. All right. I was like, what the hell is he on about? Anyway, I'm a little tired, so bear with me. I've been traveling all day, so just bear with me, guys. How's it going, buddy? That's going all right, beer man. I mean, my grandma just passed away. I don't know if everybody heard, but I've been in Missouri, and I pretty much hung out with my family almost the entire time. The only time I snuck away was after my grandma's funeral. I went to Slackers, my favorite store in Missouri. It's kind of like a FYE, but like on crack. And then I went to V-Stock, that's like an FYE, but even double on crack. And I filmed a little bit, and I bought some movies, and I bought some shit. And that's about it. And then I went and got something to eat at, on the way back from the store, I went and got something to eat at White Castle. And then I got something to eat on another day at Emo's Pizza. But that's about it. The rest of the time was helping my aunt and my mom set up my grandma's funeral. So I am going to miss my grandma a whole lot. She was awesome. Grandma Fears was epic. So if you guys could just please pray for the Fears family and my grandma that passed on, I would really appreciate that. I know it's late, but for the next couple of weeks, just if you guys could, next couple of weeks, next couple of months, just keep those prayers and those love and those blessings coming, because, man, what a way to start out my 2024 with the death in the family. That fucking sucks. I mean, I know death is a part of life, but I'm like, I really didn't want to start the fucking year like this. My grandma was pretty awesome. She was pretty strong. She was 89, and she was only a couple of months away from her fucking birthday, man. So it really sucks. So, yeah. Anyway. Then when I got to the airport, I did a live stream. So be sure to watch that airport live stream that I did literally about 6 or 7 hours ago. And Larry asked a good question. Why was the lights going on and off at the airport? I have no idea, Larry. They definitely weren't pranking people. There was a bad storm outside the airport. It wasn't snowing. It was just pouring down rain in St. Louis, thunder, lightning. It was going fucking ballistic. So I guess because of the storm, the lights kept flickering on and off. And then off camera, some lady, you guys may be able to hear her on camera. I don't know. You may want to watch the stream back, but she said, "Oh, don't worry that the lights went off. The generators that we have for the airport, they're going to kick in here soon." And they did. But then the lights kept flickering on and off, on and off, on and off. So I assume it was because of the storm, but I really don't fucking know why. But that's a good guess. So I don't know. It's probably that, though. Anyway, the Fears Traveler, LOL. Yeah. But, I mean, on the other hand, what a way to start the year. I did do some traveling. So, yeah. I plan on doing some more traveling later on in the year. I'm going to fly home for a St. Louis Blues hockey game. Well, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do that. My friend Eric was like, "Fears, you should totally fly back home for a weekend. I'll pick you up at the airport. You can either stay at my house or your mom's house like always. We'll go, we'll go to my house, have some lunch, go to the hockey game, get like 5 or 6 beers, get some alcohol, get fucking drunk at the hockey game, eat some fucking St. Louis long fucking hot dogs, foot longs like we always do, me and Eric. I always get a foot long whenever I go to a fucking hockey game. And I was like, "Eric, this is sounding better and better the more we talk about it, buddy." He's like, "Fears, why wouldn't we?" I said, "See, now you're getting it. Now you've got the Fears mentality. You have to seize life. You have to love life. You have to cherish every fucking moment, because one day you're here, the other day, bam, you're gone. So seize the day. Positive energy, positive vibes, live life, and do Fears' classic line. Why wouldn't we do that? And you can switch it on everybody. "Hey, Ted, why don't we go skiing?" Well, I think the better question is why wouldn't we go skiing? "Hey, Fears, you want to go to the park? You want to go to the Disney park?" Well, I think the better question is I have a season pass. Why wouldn't I go? So there it is. So anytime somebody asks you something, just switch it around. "Oh, you got a party going on? Hey, Ted, you want to get drunk and make out with my sister, for hours on end?" Well, I think the better question is why wouldn't I do that at your party? Especially if Ted's sister is hot. Like if she's semi kind of hot, then you're like, I don't know. But if she's a real slutty, 10 out of 10 whore, then, get in there like a little champ of the night. So there it is. There it is. You guys know I'm playing around. I don't know any Ted. I don't know any slutty whores. I wish I did. But there it is. But I am serious about the fear. I am serious about the Fear saying. Anytime you say, "Hey, would you guys want to do this?" Use the Fear saying. Well, I think the better question is why wouldn't I do that? Because that leads to a lot of fun, a lot of adventures. You have to live life. Larry says, "I can't wait to hang out with the Fears, man. It's going to be wild." It is going to be wild. But Larry, I'll be honest, Fears is slowed down now that I'm 40. I'm telling you, when I was in my prime, you've heard the college stories. You've heard the high school stories. Fears went fucking nuts as a youngster. Now, as an old fart, as 40, I can still party. You guys have seen Fear suck down a few, but I definitely have slowed down. But there it is. But yeah, I have no idea why the lights were going off, Larry. It was I'm almost positive it was because of the massive thunder, lightning storm. Then it started fucking raining. Then it was thunder, lightning, and raining. So that's probably what it was. So yeah. Anyway, all right, time for the haul. All St. Louis shit. So first of all, if you guys have never had this pizza, go to downtown St. Louis. This pizza's fucking mind-blowing. It's fucking amazing. You know, and then you're like, well, I don't know, Fears. Maybe Domino's is a little bit better. Fuck Domino's. This will surpass Domino's. I don't know, Fears. You know, I went to Florida. I had some Flippers pizza. I will admit, Flippers pizza is pretty good, but it's nothing compared to Emo's. I don't know, Fears. You know, Pizza Hut. Fuck Pizza Hut. It's all about Emo's Pizza, baby. It's fucking delish. And when you guys see it in my vlog, oh my god, you will fall in love, for God's sakes. It's that fucking good. You think I'm kidding? I'm not fucking kidding. It's good pizza, and it fucking rules. Alright. Alright, shirt number 1. Alright, this is one of my dad's shirts. My mom was like, hey, John, do you want some of your dad's shirts to remember your dad? I was like, hell yeah. So, I bought this for my dad. And then my mom's like, well, you know your dad would want you to have it. So this shirt I bought for my dad, but now that my dad's passed away, my mom gave it back to me. So I bought this shirt for my dad. My favorite kid just bought me this shirt. So I'm not going to wear this shirt out and about because then everybody will think that I have a kid and I don't have a kid. I bought this for my dad. I'm my dad's son, you know. So that's why I bought it for him. But my mom's like, he would want you to have that back. I said, well, I'll probably just wear it around the house and shit. So there's that. So the first shirt from my dad and my mom. Second shirt. I think this is one of my dad's too. Yeah. So my dad loves my mom so much. They met in England. My dad's from Missouri. My mom was from England. My dad put on the old fierce charm back in the late 70s. They had sex, and then I came in 1983, as people tend to do. They got married in 1980, and then ever since then, they've been married. So I think they met in 1979, dated for a year, got married at the end of 1980 or 1981. I was born in 83, and then my brother was born in 89. So there it is. And ever since they were married, we went and took trips to England and visited the British family. And one day, my dad looked at me and my brother and said, hey, I'm just going to take your mom to England. We're just going to have like, you know, a mom and dad, you know, vacation. I went, go nuts, have a ball. And while they were on that vacation, my dad went to Scotland, because Scotland is part of the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is made up of England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I believe that's it. It's one big. It's different islands, but it's the United Kingdom is all that fucking whole. My dad went to Scotland and he checked out this castle. So one day I'm gonna have to check out this castle. My dad went to the gift shop and bought this. So he got this. So, I've never been to Scotland, but this was my dad's, so I will wear it with pride. All right. You know, Fears, I'm already thinking ahead for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. So, Fears got this for St. Patrick's Day. I think I'm gonna do a St. Patrick's Day vlog. If not at some random tourist attraction, because you guys know I love finding those fucking hole-in-the-wall tourist attractions. Remember the fucking White House one that I went to? That was fucking hilarious. Or, if I don't do a hole-in-the-wall one, then I'll just go to fucking Disney and wear this hilarious shirt. So check out this St. Patrick's Day one that I got. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, there's that. All right. Next, I had to get some St. Louis Blues and some St. Louis Cardinal. I mean, I would be an idiot if I didn't support my home teams, which I do support my home teams. So, yeah. Now we're talking. Everyone in Florida is going to be like, who the fuck are the St. Louis Blues? Who the fuck are Cardinals? I'll be like, bitch, don't even go there. You know who the fuck the Cardinals is. You know who the fuck the Blues are. Don't even fucking go there. You know? And then I got, I believe this is I got this Cardinal shirt. This is pretty fucking cool. There it is. All right. And then I got this one. That's pretty sweet. And then, all right. Time for the movies. So, these are pretty cool. It's probably going to take me a while to watch these two movies because it's going to be very emotional. But the funeral place was the same funeral place that we had my dad's funeral. So when we got there, they said, we remember you guys. Remember the name Fears. And they said, did you guys have a funeral like a year ago, a year and a half ago? My mom spoke up and said, oh, well, yeah, that was my husband. That was their dad. She goes, and they said, well, who died now this time? And they were like, oh, well, their grandmother. So I guess they forgot to give me and my mom and my brother a copy of my dad's ceremony. So they gave it to us. Finally, it took them a year later. I guess they forgot. They said, we're really sorry we forgot to give these to you. And I was like, it's cool. I'm like, at least my mom and my brother and me finally got a copy. And they're like, yeah, we're so sorry. And then while we had my grandma's, they gave me, my mom, my brother, my Aunt Donna, and all of her family a copy of my grandma's funeral service. So it's going to take me a while to watch these because it's very emotional. So at some point I'm going to watch these. But well, technically I've already watched them because they had them on during the service. But the reason why they give this to you is if you start to miss them, the point is to rewatch the service. So it's going to take me a while to watch these because going through it the first time was already, enough. So I may never watch these because it's very emotional. But my mom's like, well, you should watch it at least one more time. I was like, at some point I will. I'm like, I don't know when, but at some point. All right. Time for the gems. Now, you guys know, I took care of all my family responsibilities first, so I did not go to V-Stock and Slackers, my two favorite stores in St. Louis, until all of my responsibilities for my grandma's funeral was done. So I got there last Saturday. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we prepared my grandma's funeral. Wednesday was the funeral. And then Thursday and Friday is when I went out and to my two favorite restaurants and I vlogged. Because the funeral was already done after Wednesday. Everything was all taken care of. So my mom was like, yeah, Thursday and Friday, you can go off, John, and do whatever you need to do. And I said, I'm not going to film a lot, Mom. I said, I'm going to film a little bit at White Castle. I said, I'm going to film a little bit at Emo's, and I'm going to film a little bit in Slackers and a little bit in V-Stock, and that's about it. And then I filmed a couple of clips in the airport and on the plane, and that's about it. So it's going to be a real quick vlog whenever I edit all that shit. So at some point, because I'm so far up behind on fucking vlogs. With this new Missouri trip, that makes 8 vlogs behind, 7 vlogs. So bear with me. Oh shit. So there it is. But I snuck away, and Larry, I'm telling you, Larry and my buddy Visions, they've been friends of mine for quite a while, and they've been viewers for a long time. And me, Larry, and Visions love talking about cheesy 80s, 70s, and 90s either horror movies or cheesy comedies or sci-fi. Oh, Larry, Visions. Visions isn't here. I guess he's working. Visions, Larry, whenever you watch this back. Oh, shit. I found some movie gems from the fucking 80s like you guys. It's beyond belief. It's going to blow your fucking minds. Larry, I was looking hard, man. I was finding those gems. I was on a fucking hunt for these gems. You guys are going to love it. All right. Larry says, cool shirt. Oh, it was which one? What, this one? Right on. I like all the shirts. So, yeah, I found some good ones. All right. First one. I've never heard of this movie, but it looked cool, and it sounded cool. I read the back cover. Something called Heaven Can Wait. Some 80s movie where some guy dies, and then he comes back to help someone change their life for the better, and he takes his soul takes over some football player's body, and then he helps someone or some shit. Like, I've never heard of it. I have no idea what the hell, so it sounded hilarious, and I was like, well, it's very appropriate, because someone just passed away. So I was like, it looks hilarious. I'm going to get it. So there it is. And it was 30% off. Getting those deals. Lots and lots and lots of deals. All right. Now, Larry Visions, I technically already have this movie, but I rebought it because I don't have the steel book. But now I have the steel book because I bought it. So technically I already have Friday the 13th Part 3, but now I have it in the steel book. So I'm going to watch it again for the 90th fucking time, and I'm going to review the steel book because my other Blu-ray of it does not have all these delicious bonus features. Oh! So there it is. And Part 3 is one of my favorites because Part 3 is when he finally gets his fucking hockey mask. Number 2, he's like some fucking mongoloid creature scavenging for food and shit through the forest, and then he wears a fucking potato sack. Who the fuck wears a potato sack in a campground, and he's like eating fish and maggots and rats and shit like this little country bumpkin shack at the end of the movie? You guys have seen the movie. He's in a fucking shack. Then the fucking Amy chick comes in there, puts on his mother's dead sweater, then she like hits him in the fucking shoulder blade, and then you think he's dead. The monster is never fucking dead in these stupid movies. When will these idiot teenagers and college kids in these movies fucking learn their lesson? They never will. They're fucking idiots in horror movies. They're hilarious. So then it picks up on Part 3. So you guys have seen it. So thank God somebody changed it from a potato sack to a hockey mask. Hockey mask is way cooler and way scarier than a fucking potato sack with one little fucking eye hole and shit, That's just my personal opinion. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but hockey mask is way better than a fucking potato sack. I'm just saying. All right. The new movie Air. It's based on a true story how Michael Jordan got his Michael Jordan shoes. Oh, yeah. And 30% off. Then they marked it down. Well, first it was 20% off. Then it was 30% off. Getting more deals, motherfuckers. All right. Walking Dead Season 1 on Blu-ray. I do have Walking Dead over there, but let's just face it, anything is better on Blu-ray than fucking DVD. So, can't wait to rewatch Season 1 and review it for you guys. An oldie. I don't know if this next movie's good, but it's so bad that it makes me laugh. The first 3 superhero movies were actually pretty good. The 4th one's kind of fucking terrible, but it's so terrible it makes me fucking lose my mind and laugh. Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. Enough said. All right. Now here's a good one. Dirty Harry, the first one, and the second. I believe Magnum Force is the second one or the third one, but comes in a double feature. So I'll be honest, guys, I've never seen a Dirty Harry movie, but the people at the movie store said, "What? You never seen Dirty Harry?" And I was like, "I've seen bits." And they were like, "Get this one, you'll love it." And I was like, all right, so I'm going to watch the original one. I believe there's 5 or 6 in the series, Larry, something like that. So eventually I'll get them all. But I thought I'd start with 2. So there we are. All right. The Great Outdoors. Classic. Not really a horror movie, but a pretty damn funny 80s movie. Pretty fucking hilarious. If you guys have never seen, it's got Dan Aykroyd, my favorite Ghostbuster, fucking Ray Stantz in it. Then the late, great John Candy. Because Dan Aykroyd is still alive. He's actually in the new Ghostbusters movie that I think they're almost done filming it, or they are filming it right now, or something. Can't wait for it to come out. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I saw the trailer. The trailer was fucking rocking. Oh my god, I cannot wait. They better not disappoint, though, because if it disappoints, you guys know how much I love Ghostbusters. If that fucking movie disappoints, I'm going to be royally pissed off, and I'm going to raise all fucking hell in the movie theater. And they better have a goddamn collector's cup. That's all. They didn't have a fucking collector's cup. I was so pissed off. They did not have a collector's cup for fucking Scream. Or they claim they ran out. My ass. They didn't run out. They were just too lazy to go in the back and get Fears one. I don't know. I'm just joking. Maybe they were out. I have no idea. But I was really upset they did not have... I loved Thanksgiving, the horror movie. I loved it. One would think, Fears went and saw Saw 10. They had a collector's cup. It's in my cabinet right now. So why wouldn't you have a collector's cup for Thanksgiving? It's the first horror movie it's the first Thanksgiving holiday. They never, you know how they've made horror movies on like St. Patrick's Day, with a leprechaun, and then Halloween is fucking Michael Myers, then the fucking Easter Bunny Massacre one, then the fucking, they've made so many Christmas movies, the Christmas season, into fucking horror movies. Silent Night, Deadly Night, 1 through 5. Then you got the fucking Santa Kills, Santa Evil. You would think, okay, they've never made a horror movie about Thanksgiving. When they do, why wouldn't they have a collector's cup? So no collector's cup. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you sons of bitches. There's a new horror icon coming out. John Carver. John Carver is right up there with Pinhead and Leprechaun and the fucking little demonic doll, fucking Chucky or whatever the hell his name is, I call him a little turd, because he's that little. Just run up and kick him in the face, and then he won't kill you because he's that fucking tall. Run up, kick the shit out of him, and then just run your ass off. Then you got Jason. So John Carver, the new killer that dresses up as a pilgrim in the new Thanksgiving movie. I can't wait to buy that on Blu-ray and review it for you guys. Oh my god, it was fucking goddamn amazing. Sorry, I don't mean to take the Lord's name in vain, but it was brilliant. Fucking brilliant. No fucking collector's cup. All right, I bitched enough about it, but I was pissed. I didn't show the theater people that I was pissed, but I was pretty pissed. So if they make Thanksgiving 2, get on that collector's cup. Anyway, classic. All right. Another classic. I've seen bits of this. There's 4 in the series. I've never seen 4. I've never seen 3. Fears has seen almost number 1. Almost all of it, and maybe 2 scenes out of Lethal Weapon 2. So I got to get on the Lethal Weapon series. So I got Lethal Weapon 1. That's a good start. So we'll see. Larry, so far, how's the haul? Let me know. Rank the haul from 1 to 10. Put it in the chat. I've been trying to find some gems. Not just gems in horror movies, because I like horror movies, but I've been trying to find gems in all the genres. All right, Larry, I guess this next one. This one would be under, I guess, kind of horror, but horror and sci-fi mixed together. I've never heard of this movie. I've never seen one single frame of this, but I read the back cover, and I was sold. Invaders from Mars. Never heard of it. Look at this little, look at this lady, screaming her ass off, and then this little Martian kind of guy. As soon as I saw that, I was fucking losing my goddamn mind. So this is pure 80s, so I cannot wait to watch this. Is it good? Is it horrible? Is it a B movie? I don't know. We'll find out. Larry gives the haul so far a 9 out of 10. That's good. We're doing good. Well, Larry, we're not done with the haul, so you may change your mind at the end. Everybody else, there's 6 people watching, so rate the haul so far. Or wait till the very end and rate it. So we'll see. All right. the original Star Trek movies all on Blu-ray. Now, I have them over here, but they're on DVD. So if any of the fans want the Star Trek DVDs, let me know and I will mail them out to you, because now I have them on Blu-ray. All right. Walking Dead Season 3 on Blu-ray. So you see a pattern here. I'm gonna finally eventually get all my Walking Deads on Blu-ray, because I fucking love the Walking Dead series. Oh my god, it's brilliant. Brilliant! Never heard of this, but it looked intriguing. I've never heard of this. Hopefully, people like, and the guy at the store was like, Fears, you vlog in my store for years in V-Stock. He goes, you're telling me you've never heard of this fucking movie? I was like, look, I said, I am the movie master, but I mean, there's millions of movies out there, and I'm going to try to eventually get to all of them in my lifetime, but I'm only one man. He goes, Fears, this movie is legendary in the 80s, and you've never heard of it? I'm like, never heard of it. He goes, Fears, get it right now. So I had to get this one. Never heard of it. Something called Red Dawn. I have no idea what the fuck this is. But apparently it's good, and it's an 80s film. And it's like an action, intense thriller. So I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. Hopefully it's not a disappointment. And the guy at the store, I bought this from Slackers. He said, Fears, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't disappoint. And I was like, all right. I said, you're older than me. This guy's like 50, so I'm telling you, it won't disappoint. He goes, it's fucking brilliant. It's fucking great. I'm like, all right, I'll take your word for it. I'm like, you're older than me. I'm like, I've never heard of it. I was born in '83. He's like, Fears. He's like, trust me, it's an 80s movie. He goes, it's fucking great. He goes, you'll love it. He goes, action, thriller, people are dying, blowing up, explosions and shit. I was like, all right, now we're cooking. So I'll watch it and I'll review it, but I've never heard of it. All right. Finally, Larry, I watched number 2, The Road Warrior, and I thought that was number 1, but it's not. So, you told me that this is one of Vision's favorite movie. Visions, whenever you watch this back, because I guess he's working, he's not here. Visions, whenever you watch this back, oh my fucking shit. Fucking Mad Max. The very first one. I am so excited, I cannot wait to fucking watch this. Because The Road Warrior was fucking mind-blowing. It was goddamn amazing. Fucking Mel Gibson all the way, motherfucker. I cannot wait to watch the original. So this is number 1. So now I've got number 1. And now I've got number 2. I believe there's 4 in this series. Now then, the third one is Mad Max Thunderdome. That's the third one. And then, I can't remember the name of the... Something Fury is the 4th one. Mad Max Fury or some shit. So, 2 down, 2 to go. But I've never seen the very first one. Never, not one single frame. I cannot wait to watch it. It's going to be epic. All right, here we go. So you would think that they would stop the very first Mortal Kombat movie video game. Brilliant. The second movie, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it is so fucking terrible. But it's in the Fears Man's movie collection. I never knew that they made a... they remade Mortal Kombat back in like 2020, and that one's good. That one's spectacular. But before that one, they made a third one, and apparently it's worse than number 2. So Fears had to get it and watch this horrible shit garbage. Mortal Kombat Legacy. Never even heard of it. But apparently it's a sequel to Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So, but Annihilation was fucking terrible. It was fucking terrible. Nah, but the original Mortal Kombat that came out in like 94, 95, or whenever it came out, that one's fucking genius. That one's amazing. But we'll see if this is any good. If it's any indication of what if it's a carbon copy of number 2, then Fears is going to cry his little eyes out all the way through that, because number 2 was fucking terrible. But there it is. Larry says, Red Dawn is so good, dude. Well, thank God. I've never heard of it. I took a chance on that one. I'm telling you, Larry, the guy, it's one of the managers. Not all the managers at Slackers are old. There's one older manager that I talked to. He's like 50. Then all the other managers are like 30, 25, 28. And he said, Fears, I can't believe you've never heard of this movie. He goes, you're supposed to be the goddamn movie master. I'm like, well, I am, but then I'll go back to my original saying. There's millions of movies, and I'm only one guy. He went, Fears, I'm telling you. He goes, this movie's legendary. You'll love it. I went, all right, I'll take your word for it. All right. Something, I've never heard of this one, but it's got Peter, what's his name? It's got Peter Weller in it, the guy that played RoboCop. So I was like, I've never even seen Peter Weller in anything else besides RoboCop. He made some 80s movie called Screamers. The last scream you will hear will be your own. Total 80s. So I took a chance on this. It takes place in the year 2078. So I always love those movies where they try to predict the future. And the 80s version of the future is either kind of correct or so far off base it's fucking hilarious. But apparently he's like this, like, commando, and they're like fighting on this distant planet or some shit, and then on this distant planet they have to protect this human outpost, and on the other end of the planet there's these like sub creatures that they call screamers, because the creatures, they scream all through the fucking night and kill people or some shit. That sounded fucking hilarious, and I was like, alright, 80s shit garbage sci-fi movie, can't wait to watch it. Well, actually, I don't know if it's shit garbage, but by the premise, it sounded fucking hilarious, so we'll see. It may be good. It may actually be good. But it looked hilarious, so there it is. Alright. I have heard of this one. I've seen this one, but I've never got it on Blu-ray. But it's got a crap load of bonus features, so I can't wait to rewatch this. I actually have reviewed this movie, but it's on DVD, and the DVD version has no bonus features, so. The Fugitive. Good 90s movie. One of Harrison Ford's greatest performances. I didn't say it's his greatest performance. I'd say his greatest performance is a split between Indiana Jones and Han Solo. I mean, those are, man, I mean, it's thick. It's in the air. I mean, he's really acting his ass off in those two, so. But he does act his ass off in The Fugitive, and it's really good. And it's based on the television show. I've never seen the white and black version of the television show, but apparently it was a big hit in the late 50s and early 60s, and it was called The Fugitive. So at some point, I'd like to get the original television show and watch that. But the movie version's pretty good, so can't wait to watch all these bonus features right here, and then and I never got it on Blu-ray, so I can't wait to watch this and review it for you guys at some point, because I have so many fucking Blu-rays over here. Look, there's a fucking wall. All this I've watched. All of this I have not watched. Holy shit, that's a lot of movies. Alright, Larry Visions, I finally found it. It was like off into the distance on a shelf. It was glowing. It was glowing. It was like, come, Fears. I'm an 80s horror movie. You've heard of me, and I have heard of it, but you've never watched me. Come over. There's one copy left. You must buy me for your collection. I went over, Larry. I saw it glowing off in the distance. I've seen number 1, but number 2 is hard to find. That's right, I'm talking about Creepshow 2. Oh my god. Visions, Larry. Finally. I've been looking for this one for a while. Creepshow 1 was fucking brilliant. Can't wait to watch Creepshow 2. Oh yeah. I'd say it's one of the best gems so far. There was a lot of gems, but that's one of the best gems. Alright. Next one, I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. Death Becomes Her, and it's got John McClane in it. Ooh, Bruce. Good old Bruce, Meryl Streep, and Kurt Russell's wife in it, which is, what's her name? What the hell's her name? Goldie Hawn. Heard of it, never seen it. supposed to be like a horror movie / comedy, so I can't wait to watch this. It's got horror aspects in it and comedy, so we'll see. The second season of The Walking Dead. So eventually I'm going to get all these on Blu-ray, and then I think I'm going to give Randall all my Walking Dead DVDs if he wants it. If he doesn't want it, then if any fan wants any of my Walking Dead DVDs, you guys let me know, and I will mail them through my P.O. box to you guys. So just let me know. Out with the old, in with the new. And the very last one is bam, Mad Max Fury Road. So this is number 4. So the only one I need in the series now is number 3. But I'm not going to watch this. I'm going to keep this on the shelf until I find somewhere on Blu-ray Mad Max Thunderdome, the third one, because I like to watch things in order. You guys know this. If you've been watching Fears for years, I have to watch movies in a row. All right. That is the end of the haul, my friends. Let's see. She was pretty all right. Had a great cigar collection. What, Goldie Hawn? I did not know that Goldie Hawn smoked cigars. Well, there it is. Well, it's good to be back. And I'm just sorry that my grandma passed away. She will be missed. So, R.I.P. Grandma. Grandma, I will never forget you. You're the best. Good old Grandma Fears. I love her. You'll always be in my heart. You know, I will pray for my grandma every day, just like every day I pray for my dad. I will keep my grandma's spirit alive. I will keep my dad's spirit alive. So, for the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, I would really appreciate, guys, some prayers and some blessings. Not only for me, but for my grandma, for my dad, and for the rest of my family. Well, on that note, it is 5:18, and Fierce has not went to bed yet. I haven't eaten since I was at Starbucks. I had a blueberry muffin and a coffee, and that was fucking at around 5-ish, because that's when I did that stream at the airport. Around there, 4:30, 5-ish. So I need to eat something real quick, technically breakfast, go to sleep, and then I have to be at the park by 11 o'clock. That's when I'm going to start my day. We'll see. Well, that's what I got planned. Because it's 5, I may sleep in a bit. But anyway. So, the things for tomorrow. I'm going to have lunch sometime in the afternoon at one of the resorts. And go to a new restaurant, review it, Google review it, get it in the fucking vlog. Some new content. Always new content coming. Then, later on tonight, I'm going to have, I've never ate inside the castle. Eating inside the castle, vlogging it up, going nuts, going fucking ballistic, it's going to be great. And then I'm going to ride some rides that I've never had on the channel before. So, good times, good tunes, positive vibes. And with that, I'm taking off. Anyway, this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs is the second channel. Subscribe to my friend Randall at Cameo Man 2021 and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Speaking of different platforms, follow the old Fears Man on Instagram at FearsMan26. Follow me on TikTok, FearsMan26. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And I will see you guys later. Peace!